Oh shit, I better turn the screen. Oh, hey there.
Oh, you go, you fucker.
Oh, hello.
This is our one and only fan.
Yeah, our dog.
Jump out.
What else is there to talk about? A lot of people on Instagram, I started putting up fitnessy posts there in the last few weeks, because I'm massive and all that shit. And the biggest question people ask is about calories, macronutrients, and how you diet, like how to lose weight. That is the big thing people want to lose. So this video will hopefully give a brief outline without getting too sciencey on it. Oh my god, I'm out of breath from that talk. Okay, the bottom line of everything we're about to say is energy intake is the main driver and controller of your weight, your fluctuations up or down. If you're eating a lot of calories and not expending enough energy, then you're going to be putting on weight, putting on fat, and you're not going to want that, depending on whether you're in a bulk or a cut. And if you're not eating enough, it can result in you being in a deficit.
Look, if you look at a lot of people, like, just have this stigma with calories. They find it's such a hard concept to understand that, like, even an analogy maybe being like a bank balance, whereby your body being like your current account will say, and you need a certain amount of money to live on per day, and if you leave more money in that account, it eventually starts building up, which is what your body does with the extra energy. It starts building up fat, and obviously it's good for your account to build up money, but it's not good for your body to build up fat. But just being an analogy that you can compare the two, which is kind of important, because I don't know what it is. People just like go mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And you mention a calorie, like, what is a calorie?
Yeah.
So just like if you think of it that way, like your body as an account, like, and the calorie being the money, like, it's just like an easy way of understanding it yourself.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that can intuitively eat, but the way that we find most effective is tracking macros. Well, we'll be showing you how to do that later on in this video. Why do I keep clapping? So, as I said, one of the most common questions I've been getting is about fat loss and how to lose weight. So the way that you lose weight is being in a caloric deficit, as we said. To be in a caloric deficit, you have two options. You can eat less food, or you can move more. You can do more jogging, do more jumping, do more jumping jacks, whatever you want to do. If you're tracking that and you're tracking your food, it's the easiest way possible to lose weight. As I said, you just got to make sure that your energy in is less than your energy out. That was a pause. That was not intended.
Unnecessary pause. Like, energy
less.
Kind of tracking your food, you're like, oh, do I really want that Mars bar for 200-300 calories, so I can have something else instead? So while not everyone has to track calories, we do recommend in the beginning that you do, just to get an understanding of what certain foods contain. And then from then on in, once you've been doing that for a couple of months, you'll be able to do it more intuitively and more accurately yourself, just eyeballing portions and whatnot.
There's no person out there that just knows themselves, oh, that's about 60 grams of protein there, without having tracking macros at some stage. Yeah. So basically there's three main macronutrients you need to track. Protein, carbs and fats. Protein is 4 calories per gram, carbs is 4 calories per gram, fat is 9 calories per gram. I'm speeding up because we were taking ages to describe it. Protein's main purpose is for the repair and creation of new cells. That is why bodybuilders love it, because its main function is for repairing muscles and making them bigger. It doesn't supply that much energy, but it can be used as an energy source as well.
Yeah.
Carbs and fats, my lovely assistant is going to describe.
So I'm the sexy assistant.
Okay, go on.
Hey, how you doing?
Just describe
So anyway, so carbohydrates, yeah. So like you said, they're 4 calories per gram of carbs. So carbs are the body's primary source of energy. So if you're doing any form of strenuous activity, your body prefers to use carbohydrates as a source of energy. Carbs are also a source of fiber for the body, so there can be soluble and insoluble fiber. So insoluble fiber is it helps your body clear out, like, your, what are they called? Intestines, I suppose, and help you excrete and whatnot. It's a polite way of putting it.
Lovely.
So like,
It takes longer to digest fiber.
Yeah, basically. So like, fibrous foods also kind of help you keep fuller for longer, like protein. So if you're having protein-rich foods and that are high in fiber, you're doing pretty well. Like, you're feeling fuller for longer. So it's key when dieting. And then fats then are 9 calories per gram. Thanks for dropping it in there. So they're 9 calories per gram, and their function is primarily to transport fat-soluble vitamins throughout the body, and while also providing the essential fatty acids to your body. So
okay, if you track these main three and are tracking them effectively and accurately, you will be able to control your weight completely. Now, beyond that, there's micronutrients, everything like that, but we're not going to go into that in this video. We might do another video on it later. There's plenty of calculators out there if you want to get just a rough idea of what you should be eating. You can use a BMR calculator, which is basic metabolic rate, which is how much energy you'd expend if you were literally lying down doing nothing all day. Although you're technically burning calories breathing and shit. Then there is, what other kind of calculators?
There's loads of BMR calculators out there. Yeah, they like just calculate your macros. So you can use any of those, and they'll give you a rough estimate. But the most accurate way to do it and it'll take like 2 weeks of your time, which in the grand scheme of things,
It's not long.
you know, if you're looking at being actually consistent and being serious about this, you may as well do it this way. So what you do is you'll track your weight every single day for 2 weeks and your food intake.
When you are weighing yourself, weigh yourself at the same time every day after the same amount of food. So the best way to do it is get up in the morning, go for a piss or shit or whatever you want to do. It's not too vulgar.
Let's not be honest.
And then
excrete some form of bodily excrements.
Oh, let's go for that one. And then weigh yourself and do that every day for 7 days. Average it.
14.
Go for the next 7 days. Excuse me. Next 7 days and average it again. Then you'll see whether going up or down. Now, weight doesn't go linearly. You're going to go up or down day by day by day. But you gotta. That's why you're averaging it off, so you can see the overall. Like you could weigh yourself 1 week 75.9, weigh yourself 2 weeks later 78. Oh my god, I'm after putting on that much weight. But the next day you could be 75. So you really just need to make sure it's over a time frame.
Yeah, there's far too many variables in a day to just go off one day's weight as being your set body weight. You know, you've different hormones. You could be under more stress a certain day. You could eat a bit later another day. You could take in less water another day. So that's why we recommend the average over those 2 weeks, because it kind of minimizes the effects of those variables.
Protein recommendations: in a surplus, 0.8 to 1 grams per pound of body fat. Body fat or body weight?
Body weight.
Body weight.
In pounds, yeah.
In pounds, yeah.
If you want to calculate that to kilos, you just multiply the pounds by 2.2.
That's what he said. And then
divide by
if you're
2.2. Divide.
If you're cutting 1.1 to 1.3 grams per pound of body fat,
Yeah.
just because you want to hold on to the muscle, and while cutting, your body tries to take away energy from different places, and your muscle is rich in energy, so it wants to take from the muscle. So you have to give it a stimulus through training and eat extra protein. Carbs and fats.
And the protein also keeps you fuller for longer, which is
Satiating.
useful while cutting. For fats, then it's if you're in a surplus, it's 15 to 25% of your total calorie allowance. So what you do is you'll obviously have your set amount of calories, and then you'll calculate your protein from that, and then you'll get your fat as a percentage of the total calories, depending on your preference. If you like fattier foods, you might go towards the 25% range. If you prefer less fatty foods, go down to the 15% range.
Obviously everything's individual. Some people love fatty foods and they'll want to eat more fats, and some people love carb foods and would prefer to eat loads of carbs. It's all personal preference. You'll find out through tracking it what you actually like and what works best for you. The main bottom line is calorie intake over calorie expenditure. It's your energy intake.
Yeah, and then to calculate the rest of it then, so as you'll have your calories from your protein, so you'll calculate how many grams of protein you need, you'll multiply that by 4 to get the calories of that. You'll have calculated how much fats you need based on the percentage of your body weight. You'll have your grams of that, you multiply that by 9 to get them total calories. Then you add up the calories from the protein, you add up the calories from the fats, take them away from your total, which gives you the calories left for carbs, divide that by 4, and that's the grams of carbs you can have per day.
Simple, easy.
So simple.
Why aren't you all doing this?
Yeah,
It doesn't take long at all.
Past maths.
Yeah.
Standard.
In the description, our Instagram will be there, but I wrote an Instagram post the last day about subconscious snacking, is what I call it. It's a problem I would have struggled with a lot when I thought I was in a deficit, not losing weight, being like, oh, why am I still fat and Chinese? What the hell is going on? It's that you have a little snack. I sincerely doubt anyone but us and Mam are going to watch this. The Chinese person is not going to watch it. If you do, please let me know.
Some kid over China's like, these dicks.
Basically, subconscious snacking is just having little bits of food throughout the day that you wouldn't think of, especially calorie dense foods. My problem was Nutella. I would go with a small teaspoon or big spoon and just have a nom of Nutella and not think about it, and not track it in my macros or track it as too small of an amount. You need to track and weigh your foods for you to really understand the size and the volume of food that you're eating. You can't just judge how much oats you're putting in. Like there's no way of knowing until you start tracking. You get used to it eventually.
And you can kind of start eyeballing, and that's when, though, at that stage you're advanced enough that even like those 1 or 2 grams aren't really making that big a difference in your overall goals. But at the beginning you might think, oh, this is only like an extra gram or 2 of Nutella. Like you say, it could be 10, 12 grams, and it's like those calories add up so quick.
50 grams of Nutella, 81 calories.
Yeah. Then other than that, then like, no, I suppose just being completely honest with yourself, like, you know, like sauces and things like that all have calories in them.
Limiting the amount of calorie full drinks you're having. If you can drink no calories, that would be the ideal. It's something that I found as well, was you have a Lucozade during the day, it's 300 and something calories.
Or something you think is healthy.
Yeah,
like,
something you think is healthy.
One of those Vit-Hit drinks like
a Muju is so calorically dense it's not even funny.
And so stuff like full fat milk, while yes it can be healthy based on your goals, you might be better off not having full fat or whole milk, whatever you want to call it, just because it is a calorie dense food. You know, so you could be putting
the dog is in the shot now.
The tail is probably wagging here. It's giving me a nice breeze. Not that the wind from Hurricane Ophelia wasn't enough here. Like
it is windy as fuck. There it is.
But anyway, so like you need to be honest with yourself. You need to, like, sauces have calories, and like people don't understand, like, everything that you put into your body technically has a calorie. Like,
You can't just
composition.
close your eyes and eat it and pretend
like,
you didn't eat it.
you know,
It doesn't work.
It's not one of those things where I try something from his plate. Oh, that's not any calories for me.
Yeah.
It's not
It
my,
doesn't count
it's not
as
my
my
calorie.
calories.
Like, no, it's his calories. Like, it doesn't work like that. But you see, like everything has calories in it, like sauces. So like stuff like mayonnaise. You know, if you put mayonnaise in your sandwich, you're not weighing it.
Lighter than light mayonnaise.
Lighter
is
light mayonnaise
is
key like, in your drink. So if you're having, you know, some people might have a good few cups of tea a day. And if you're putting in a fair chunk of milk into each of those, that all adds up.
It does,
you know?
yeah.
Or even if you're having a coffee, if you're not having an Americano, if you're having a latte, you're having a cappuccino, all those calories are adding up over your
drinking
day.
calories.
It's such a, like, drinking calories is such a waste if you're going into a deficit.
Some examples of calorie-dense foods, such as carbs, good sources of carbs, potatoes. You can eat an absolute rake of potatoes in comparison to something such as like pasta that's so calorically dense for the volume you're getting. The best protein sources are lean animal sources of protein, because animal sources of protein have all the essential amino acids. Like when protein goes into your gut, it breaks down into amino acids, and animal sources have all the essential amino acids.
Yeah, and then fat is just a calorie-dense macronutrient in general, so you need to be really careful about your intake
Avoid
of fat.
trans fat.
Yeah, the trans fat's obviously awful for you, so you shouldn't be having that. But like fats in general are so calorie-dense that you just want to be careful. So like the likes of like a tablespoon of peanut butter can have like 100 or 200 calories in that alone. And if you think about the volume of, let's say, potatoes you could have for 200 calories rather than a tablespoon of peanut butter, you know, you just need to be smart with your calories and what you're using them for.
Dead right.
So I suppose at the end it goes back to that bank balance. You know, you have a certain amount of money per day, spend it wisely. Covered majority of stuff here. Hope it was somewhat informative. Completely off the cuff thing. We should probably plan these out better in the future.
Oh Jesus Christ! This is authentic.
We feel like this is going to bring in people because we're so honest, authentic, and we're being super like.
Bring people in. The aim is just to help people.
Gay.
To
be fair, if one person watches this and for some reason can somehow understand the shit that has been coming out of their mouth, and it was like, oh, I actually get kind of what a calorie is now, how to plan my own macros, you know, I can actually set myself up now for success, like, then we've kind of done a good job, you know. And if it impacts one person, well and good.
You want to be inclusive with your diet as well, not exclusive. Just shit's coming into my head now, so I feel like saying it. You want to be inclusive rather than exclusive. There's different it's got to be. Well, it's going to be choppy as fuck.
Yeah, who cares?
You want to be inclusive, not exclusive with your diet. There's different nutrients and vitamins from every different kind of food you're eating. So you want to be eating as many different kinds of foods as you can, and as many vegetables as you can, with as much colour as possible. Colour is key.
Yeah. So like fruit and veg, obviously, like they have so little calories in them that you get a lot more bang for your buck with fruit and veg. So that's why, like, when people go on a diet, automatically they're thinking, what can't I have? Whereas, like Killian's saying, your mindset should be, okay, what can I have more of in this cut, we'll say, per se. So I can have loads more peppers, onions, mushrooms, like all these kind of low calorie options like that. That's what you want to be thinking, not that, oh, I can't have a pizza every night for dinner type thing. You know, you just need to be positive. And like that, like, we'll probably do some cooking videos, like you will be able to fit pizzas into your macros and whatnot. You just need to be smart about how you do it.
The ideal thing about macro dieting is that you can be inclusive and have those nice things while
still losing weight. Like, you know,
it's like budgeting. You're literally budgeting.
You're literally budgeting food.
Okay, I'm gonna put in, or before, I don't know, how to track your macros, so how to weigh out food and shit. So enjoy that. Job done.
Peace out.
Peace out, motherfuckers. Woo! Okay, so this is the macro tracking portion of the video. So we are going to take what we told you there, all the guidelines, all the allowances that you're allowed, and we're going to bring it into actually tracking the macros and how we do it. So we use an app called MyFitnessPal, and we weigh all of our food raw. Those are the two things we keep consistent throughout the whole thing. I'm going to try a bit of editing magic now, seeing as this is the first video. So I'm going to get the materials we'll need to track the macros. Whoa! Oh my god, Killian, you're such a sick guy, you're so good at editing, wow. That was either really shit or very good, we'll see. But so what you need is a bowl or some sort of container for holding liquid/foods, a scale, kitchen scale. This one looks rather sketchy, but Amazon. And food source, whatever you're planning on weighing. These are just oats, probably be easy for the demonstration. Okay, so tracking macros is not rocket science. Anyone can do it. You get your scale, you put a bowl on it, you turn it on. If you put the scale on without putting the bowl on it, you can just zero it after that. You pour in food item to a certain amount. We're gonna go 40 grams. We hit 40.18 That's not gonna kill me. Well, it's 2-1. So now we're gonna track that on MyFitnessPal. Okay, so this is the app I use and Graham uses and we all use. MyFitnessPal, most people use it. It's got a great database for food. So you open the app and then you have two choices. You can go diary, add food and add whatever food, or you can go add food like this, choose your meal, breakfast. And so this is the first method of tracking your food. You use the barcode. Uno momento. So bang, scan for the barcode using the camera on the phone, 50 grams. So it'll be 0.8 of that. Save. That's the breakdown of the macros right there on screen. And then you can get your daily macros from that as well. Boom. That does not work. You can just go add food and then search. So these are Tesco oats. So you just put in Tesco oats, porridge oats, search, and then Tesco organic porridge oats or Tesco oats. Bang, 50 grams. You track it as normally, same as before. That's it. Now, if you're really stuck and they're not on the database for some reason, then you can look at the nutrition at the back of the box. And per 40 grams, this has 9.7 carbs. So what you'll do is you go add food, search for carbohydrates, search, and whenever that load, you will, oh my god, you will put that up to 26, save, add 26 grams of carbs, then you'll add the fats and the proteins, and then that will still add up to the macros. So that's for general shit. So if you're going to track something like Nutella, then what we recommend doing is putting the Nutella on the scale, zeroing it, and then taking out the Nutella that you want. So for like 5 or 6 grams, you can decide whether you want more without actually dirtying another bowl. You can put it back if you've taken too much. Makes it easier. Tastes great. Okay, that's all the video. See you later. Hope you learned something. Tell a friend. Ask us any questions you want as well. We'll be here to answer. Good luck.
Bye.
That looks straight as fuck.